Hey guys, this is Van. Today we're going to talk about pin trading and how to do it. Up next. So there's many ways to get started pin trading. Easiest way is to buy a starter pack at the parks. Each starter pack includes a lanyard and about 6 pins. Different styles, different characters, different lanyards. These run about 25 bucks a piece, and you can find them at all the parks. Another way you can do it is just to carry around a bag of pins in your pocket and just trade them as needed. I personally do this just because I have a camera strap on my neck at the parks, and just too many straps and lanyards tends to get tangled. So the big thing is too, what to do with the pins when you get home. So what we always do for each one of our trips is we buy pins that kind of represent our trip as a whole. And when we get home, we usually make these. We'll show you how to make these in another video. We originally found these in the park at Magic Kingdom, and they wanted somewhere around $1,000 for one. And we just made it ourselves, and just the only cost is the cost of the pins and the frame and a little bit of time. So we'll cover that in a future video. So there's different types of pins. The pins that you're going to find in the starter packs are generally going to be like a set. So you'll have like a set of hats or Star Wars Zoom Zooms, just different ones. And then there's also pins that are on cards that are more specific. So like these, it's a whole set of 4 of the Haunted Mansion stretching room portraits that are Nightmare Before Christmas. So these were a whole set. These were about 10 bucks a piece. Not too sure about that. I think so though. Then from there, you go into limited edition pins. These run anywhere between $15 and $20 a piece, and the edition size dictates the price. So this cool Jungle Cruise one is a limited edition of 2,000, and if you look on the back, it's stamped and it'll tell you how big the edition size is. So it's kind of cool, you know. Also, for every major event at Disney World, like Halloween party, Christmas party, there's always going to be special event pins like these. And the cool thing with these is they're dated, and they generally have they're a little bit more of a complex pin. So these open. These are from the Halloween party this past year. And also, the Hades pin is actually limited to the Halloween party, and it's actually limited to only pass holders. So it's kind of special. From there, there's limited edition DVC pins. This one here is a Halloween one. I think the limited edition size is 3,000. And this one here is a DVC luggage tag. Kind of cool. These open. These are a little bit harder to display in here, so try to stay away from too many of them, because if you have too many, it just takes up a lot of space just because they're so big. Another cool set that they have are these Walt Disney World, a piece of Walt Disney World history. And these actually include ride relics or attraction, or in this case, Pizza Planet. So something a little different. And this one was actually $15.99. Not too bad. Another cool one is a set that they call Doorways to Disney. This one is a Haunted Mansion one, and it has the butler, and this door opens to reveal the hitchhiking ghost. Kind of cool. So those are the ones that are actually Disney pins. Something else you'll find, the deeper you start digging around, is you'll find Facebook groups and on eBay, you'll find a lot of people who make custom pins. So this one actually matches the shirt I got for the Halloween party this past year. And I want to say this was like $7 as an add-on to the shirt. However, some of them can get very, very expensive just because they're custom pins and the edition sizes are very, very small. Like this Lilo and Stitch one is a custom that I purchased out of a Facebook group, and it is a limited edition of 35. So it really just depends on the edition and, you know, what you're really into as far as when you're getting pins. And the cool thing is, you don't need a ton of expensive fancy pins to make something cool like this, because a lot of them end up being background pins. So you really don't want to have just pins that you really want to show off when you're trying to make one of these, because what happens is you end up blocking them with other pins. So it's always nice to have a few pins in the background. Like this one's just a basic Simba pin, and when we make our Animal Kingdom one, this will just kind of transition in the background, and then maybe one of the cooler pins will kind of layered on top, so it'll be partially blocked. So if you have a pin that you're not like really 100% on, don't worry about it. They still make really great background pins when you're making them. And trading pins is just something fun to do when you're at the parks. You're there for a week or 7 days, you're in line, and every cast member has a lanyard for the most part. If they don't have a lanyard, sometimes they'll have a little side piece of fabric, and that'll have it on there. And just about all the cast members have them. We've traded pins with janitors, members of management have them. The only people from experience that do not have pins at Disney parks are going to be your servers in restaurants, and the people who are directly in charge of, the cast members that are directly in charge of like loading and unloading the rides, just because they don't want to have to stop and deal with people trading. But other than that, a cast member will trade with you. If it's a member of the hotel staff or the cashier at the gift shop, they'll trade with you no problem. And they like to do it. And don't think that you're taking a pin that they cherish, because all of the pins on their lanyards are pins that are given to them at the beginning of their shift, and they're meant for trading. So get out there, do some pin trading, and make your vacation memorable, and bring home a great souvenir to really, it's customized to what you've done and what you've bought on your trip. So see you guys next week.